Hey everyone, welcome back. That was awkward. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Campbell's Coins. Thank you so much for joining me in another episode. I really do appreciate it. In this episode, I'm going to we're going to be diving into a very interesting topic. There are certain coins that you should avoid at all costs, and I'm going to go over what those are and why. Now, if you disagree with me, totally fine. Or if you think there's something better that I should be adding to the list, go ahead and put that down in the comments. Comment below. Alright, let's get to the top 5 list. Number 5, Modern Proof Sets. A Clad proof set sells from the mint for about 28 bucks. But what sale price can you sell back for this item? Try selling this to a coin shop. If you're lucky, and if they're feeling generous, they may offer you face value. That's roughly 95 cents. The coin shop in turn will sell them for 8 to 10 bucks, which is still much less than sold on the Mint's website. These are probably the worst investments in the coin industry. These have to be worse investments than buying a car. Some proof years contain double dies or missing mint marks, specifically the S mint mark, and these coins within these sets could be worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. However, that means going to your local coin shop and cherry picking the best years. And that's if they haven't done so already. If you're buying modern proof mint sets and expecting them to grow in value, that simply will not happen. Old proof sets, pre-1960, do grow in value. Very few proof sets were minted during this time compared to now, and most of these coins were minted from 90% silver. Modern Clad proof sets look really nice, but unfortunately they aren't worth much more than face value. As you can see here, there are some decam contrast, maybe even ultra cameo contrast with that quarter, but beyond face value, they aren't worth much. Alright, my fourth coin to avoid is the red-headed stepchild of the group, and that is Commemorative Coins. These coins are very similar to buying proof coins, but they have close to zero demand. If you're trying to get rid of these coins, I wish you the best of luck. You have to combine them with more in-demand items and sell them as a lot in order to sell. For the most part, commemorative coins have typically been made from 90% silver or 90% gold, but they have very low demand. This low demand leads to mediocre mintages because nobody really wants any of them. It's a shame too, because some of these commemorative coins are really nice looking. Not only that, but they have extremely low mintages compared to some of these mass-produced coins that the Mint will make, like proof sets. But unfortunately, you just will not get your money back out of them because nobody really wants them. I mean, just go check out eBay, type in US commemorative coins. You'll see like the 80s Olympics in there, or just other random stuff. And unless someone is specifically collecting those, it's just very few of them are collectible. Very few people want them, and it's just a sucker's bet. The third coin you should avoid is anything you see in an ad in either a magazine or an infomercial. These are all ripoffs. If it's not highly overpriced, it's probably plated in silver or gold. It's a gimmick to entice people to buy their garbage. These will never, and I hate to use superlatives, but these will never have a collectability to them, and you're paying a ton of money for just clad metal. Before I get to the top 2 coins to avoid, if this video is helping you at all, hit that thumbs up button, and since you're pausing to hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe. I'll wait. I'm not going to start until you hit that subscribe button. All right, I'm just kidding. All right, number 2. The second type of coin to avoid are eBay auctions labeled as estate sale or unsearched rolls. These are a complete scam. Sellers who lie to potential buyers on eBay have made a business doing so, and they've been doing it for years. You will overpay on every coin they sell. I'm not exaggerating. Every coin. These may come in many forms. Most claim to be unsearched, whether it's a Morgan roll or an Indian penny roll, a penny roll with mercury dime enders. You will always pay more than what you will get. Always. How do I know this? Well, because these are all scams, and the person setting up the scam will never lose money. I came across an ad on Craigslist, and this guy was selling off his penny in a roll business. He had a bunch of wheat pennies that were all junk, and he had some nice wheat pennies that he put on the ends of these rolls, and I'll go ahead and insert the images here. And he had old rolls that you could use, and he was selling this business, I think, for 1,800 bucks. And it wasn't really a business, he was just selling all the supplies that he had left over. These people are the scum of the coin world. They will prey upon the ignorant, anyone who doesn't know, anyone who's new, just to get these coins pawned off. And the person receiving these items doesn't know better because they don't know much about these coins. But let me tell you, anyone who is selling it as an estate sale or selling it as an unsearched roll, they are flat out lying to you. Those are few and far between legitimate, and it's just not worth it taking the risk of maybe this one is legitimate when more than likely it will be a scam. And they will market this stuff to you in a way to make it seem like there's a chance you'll get this rare coin, or you may get a rare coin, but just keep in mind that you're always going to pay more than what you're going to get. So you may get that 1885 Carson City Morgan dollar, and it may look super nice, but you're going to shell out probably $1,800 bucks for this roll. And the rest of the coins in that roll are going to be probably coal silver dollars that have no value above melt. So you got your nice 1885 Carson City and you paid $1,900 for it, but that coin's only worth, let's say, $700, and the rest of these coins are worth maybe, let's be generous, 20 bucks a piece. You're looking at $1,200 max for all these silver dollars, and you paid $1,900 for them. And I see these scams going on all the time on eBay, and I don't understand how people are bidding on these things. You will always lose. It is a sucker's bet for sure. Okay, so my number one coin to avoid is any slabbed modern government bullion coins. This is going to ruffle some feathers. Let me get into what I mean here. So what are modern government bullion coins? These are your American Silver Eagles, both silver and gold, the Buffalo, American Buffalo in gold, Canadian Maple Leafs in both gold and silver, the Australian Kangaroo, your Austrian Philharmonics, etc. The exception that I give to this category of modern government coins is any coin with very low mintages. If the mintages are in the millions, that isn't low. I'm talking about mintages below 100,000 or below 200,000. Anything below, actually let's just go with below 100,000 is pretty rare. Before I get into this a little bit further, let me go into a couple definitions. Any bullion made by a government mint is a coin. If a private company produces that exact same coin, let's say they had that copied the die somehow. If a private company does that, it's called a round. But let's get back to the reason. So government bullion coins are minted and gently placed in a tube, then boxed up and shipped off to coin stores. Government bullion coins are not treated in the same manner that business strike coins. These are your coins minted for circulation, the coins you use every day for commerce. They're not treated in that same manner. Business strike coins, your coins used for circulation, are handled very roughly. When they come off the line, so to say, they're dumped into a bucket or a giant bin and then sorted out later and put into bags and that sort of thing, and then sent off to banks. So when you're buying a government bullion coin, they may have a little bit of marks to them here and there, but all in all, they're all going to be treated fairly well. They're going to be handled with either they're going to be handled with gloves and placed into a tube to be sent off to coin stores. So they're already more protected than your coins minted for circulation, and millions of these are minted every single year, and they're treated carefully every time they're minted throughout the whole minting process. So let's say there's 15 million American Silver Eagles minted this year, which is probably a low number. I think it's probably closer to 45 million by the end of 2019. A huge portion of these can grade MS69 or MS70. If millions of the same coin minted in 1 year can be graded as MS70, what really makes them special? I could go buy a tube of Silver Eagles or a monster box and get plenty of coins that grade MS70. Prices for these MS69 or MS70 coins are inflated beyond what they're worth, in my opinion, when their ungraded counterpart is probably just as good. Thousands of people fall for this racket every single year. Why pay double or triple for a coin that looks the exact same as the one you can buy for 18 bucks? I mean, it's the same year, same high mintage number. What is really special about them? I like to buy coins that have low mintages, that aren't made anymore. Those are your special coins. Like a 2004 Kookaburra. I think there's only 84,000 or 64,000 of those minted. They aren't minted anymore. I'm sure some have been lost, but that is a more rare coin than an American Silver Eagle that was minted in the millions. I mean, I think even the lowest minted American Silver Eagle is like 4.6 million, and that was in 1996. 4.6 million. And that's just an extremely high number. And yeah, maybe some of them are melted down. Any of your lower mintage coins is going to be much more special to me than any of those. Think about the Morgans. Morgan dollars were minted anywhere in the low 100,000s to I think the highs being around 15 million. But a ton of those were melted down to bars or to something else. And 1 year could have a mintage of 15 million, but only 200,000 remain. And out of those 200,000, how many of them are in a high grade? That to me is special. Not a government bullion coin that doesn't really have a unique design that is, you know, carefully handled throughout the whole minting process, and millions of them are minted. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. I hope my opinions and reasons behind them and each item were very helpful to you. If you like this video, hit that like button. It really does help me a lot. Hit that bell and subscribe if you aren't already. Hitting that bell will notify you whenever I start up another video or post another video. Thank you so much for watching Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents.